Yeah, there you go. I know, it must be like some kind of going back because, and sure enough, even when I concentrate, and then I still do it. So it's like, whoa, it's just so weird. No rush or hurry. Just take your time.
And so are you teaching a class online at the same time?
You know, I do recordings for people who pay for podcasts.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So it just has my voice. It's pretty funny. I call it sunset sessions because by the end it'll be dark, you know, and like when we're shavasana, it's like darker, 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 darker. I pop these lights just because it is getting so much darker.
That's lovely.
Yeah, I like it. It's real lo-fi. It's nothing.
So people all over the country.
Well, and you know, and certainly when this whole thing started, yeah, you know, as we were saying, old friends, yeah, my friends from St. Louis pop on there, or coast to coast. So that's pretty neat. Well, thank you. So yeah, let's just say hi. Okay, so I'm Marnie.
Hi, Marnie.
Paul.
Hi, Paul. Jennifer. Erin.
Thank you both for joining us today. Paul and I have been practicing yoga for many, many years, starting at the Hilton and then other studios, and now I just bring it home. So this is what this looks like. You guys have the perfect one. This is just visual. But just coming close, you want to get your hips as close to create a right angle at the hip, a right angle at the knee as best you can, and just rest back. And once you lie back all the way, take your time to just wriggle and adjust. Your eyes are probably naturally closing. And your hands can be anywhere, maybe out to the sides, maybe up overhead. The back of the hands resting on the mat, maybe your hands on your belly. So just feel free at any time. We're going to be here for our opening meditation. And it takes a few minutes to release the psoas. So let's all come together with a slow, deep breath, inhaling deeply. And just 2 more times at your own pace. And with that deep exhalation, notice that wave of relaxation moving through your body. And with your eyes closed, feel your eyes dropping way back into your eye sockets. And just a few times opening and closing your mouth comfortably wide, stretching your jaw, relaxes your whole body. And then just soften. So sighing is a coping mechanism, and we sigh involuntarily when we're stressed out. Sends that wave of relaxation through the body. But we can sigh voluntarily and get that same result, that same benefit. So as we come into this meditation, an easy breath, not to make it anything other than it is, but feel free to use that yogic sighing breath at any time during this practice. It always works. And so welcome to this restorative, gentle yin yoga practice. Perfect time as we move into fall time, into autumn, more of a turning inward and a softening, a more gentle approach. And so to begin with, I invite you to just scan your body with your mind's eye. And just feel all the points of your body in contact with your mat, with the block, and feel yourself supported by your mat, the floor, the earth beneath you. all love around you. And in this moment, just give it up to relaxation. The skin on your face melting out and down, expressionless. And so the psoas muscle, connecting the last rib and moving very close to the spine, connecting to the front of the pelvis. It's a major hip flexor. But relaxing the psoas can relax that fight or flight mechanism that psoas is associated with. And so we have bottom down and bottom up, top down and bottom up physiological responses. And this creates a bottom up, the muscle relaxing, telling the brain to relax, a bottom up response. And so savoring the effortlessness that you feel, know that it's a highly profound pose, directly affecting the psoas muscle. And so during this practice, I invite you to take my suggestions, take my cues, but always make the pose your own. Only you know how it feels. And you might even think of this entire practice as one big meditation. Starting with our eyes closed, you can feel the shift simply by closing your eyes, a softening. Here we practice pratyahara, or sense withdrawal. Taking away our sense of sight, we heighten our other senses. We heighten our awareness to the sounds in the room, the air on your skin, right here in this present moment. And as thoughts might enter your mind, perhaps see them as clouds just floating by, not to judge or label or even define, but just let them pass by and gently bring yourself back to that easy breath, inhaling through your nose and back out again. An easy breath. Staying present. The sensations that you feel in this room, hearing my voice, the sounds in the room, the air on your skin, simply being. And I love the yin concepts of allowing, noticing, observing, tolerating. Whatever is, not working for an outcome, but simply being in this moment right now. And with each breath, perhaps feeling a wave of relaxation, a softening, with each breath going deeper into relaxation. And you might wonder, how far can you go? How deeply can you relax?
So even though we'll be moving through this practice, use this opening pose to set the bar. In essence, you want to be this relaxed, this comfortable in all of your poses. Use this as a gauge. And celebrating that 50th birthday, such a magical time, such a transition in life. A beautiful time to savor the way that you feel. In one aspect, you've made it. And of course, celebrating friendship and love. So if you need to adjust your arms, you can, but very slowly, we're just going to roll on the back of the head. Drop your right ear towards the floor. And just check in with the side of your neck, your shoulder. Inhaling back through the center, just roll to the opposite side, the left ear towards the floor. And when you get there, let gravity do the work. Just checking in, stretching the side of your neck. And just a few times at your own pace, inhaling through the center and just dropping one ear towards the floor and inhaling back. Sometimes you might go more quickly, sometimes you might hold it. Just checking in with your neck and your shoulders, rolling on the back of your head, and connect this movement with your breath. Inhaling as you come back to the center. And eventually do come back to the center. And you don't even have to open your eyes. Very slowly start to slide your arms overhead alongside the floor. So just slide your arms up overhead alongside the floor and stretch. Spread your fingers wide. You might even feel a gentle arch in your low back. Keep spreading your fingers, keep reaching for that opposite wall. The arms are super straight. Lengthening your spine. Keep breathing. It's like the spinal lift, aligning your vertebra, aligning your chakras for practice. And then release, the arms just resting overhead. Feel the broadness of your upper back, the broadness of your chest, the arms resting. And then gently straighten the arms, spread their fingers wide. This time we're going to tuck the chin and roll up, bring your arms with you, reach for your block. Maybe barely open your eyes to just gaze down. Keep reaching up, tuck the chin to keep your neck out of the equation. And then slowly roll back, one vertebra at a time. The arms, the back of the hands resting overhead. Deep breath. And when you're ready, draw the right knee in. Take a gentle clasp around the knee or behind the thigh. Good. So like moving in slow motion, there's never any rush or hurry. Start to circle your right foot. and then reverse direction. Soften the foot, and when you're ready, tuck the chin, roll up, draw your forehead towards your knee. Good, squeeze up more than usual. And as you rest your head back, extend the leg straight up, interlace your fingers behind the thigh. So like closer to the hip, good, and point and flex. So it's not about pulling your leg in, but rather press the thigh into the hands. The hands pull on the thigh, it's called resistant stretching. So really the leg's just upright, the knee can be straight or bent, and just pump your ankle, pointing and flexing your foot, pumping the gastrocnemius muscle. The calf muscle is responsible for venous return back to the heart. Good to keep it flexy and strong. Start to circle in one direction. Just working out kinks and pops. Reversing direction. And then squeeze the toes and spread them wide. Just moving your foot in any imaginable way, working out any snaps and pops. And then soften. Flex the foot. You're going to bend your knee deeply, but keep your foot parallel with the ceiling. Good. So it's like a lunge on your back. You can hold on to the thigh, the calf. I like to reach the left hand for the outer edge of the right foot. So just hold on somewhere, but the knee is bent a lot. This is isolating the hamstring in a hamstring stretch. No tension behind the knee or the hip. It's like you're in a lunge on your back. And you might even just have your right arm extended out to the side or even up alongside your ear. So just figure it out. Lots of options, just holding and supporting that right leg. The knee is bent into the chest, the foot parallel with the sky, stretching the hamstring. Big crunch to the right side of the body, massaging the internal organs. And then the right hand comes in. Slide the right hand up to the ankle, maybe the outer edge of the foot, left hand out to the side. And bend the knee deeply like half happy baby. Bend the knee deeply way outside the rib cage. The foot stays parallel with the sky. Big open space for your belly to breathe. You might even tip ever so slightly if you want to rest your right knee on the floor. Again, the foot stays parallel with the sky. And you can see that beautiful right angle at the ankle and the knee. Deep groin, low back, hip opener. Half happy baby. Send your breath into the sensation that you feel. Your breath dissolves any tight spots, any areas of tension, and prana rides your breath. Life force energy rides your breath. Very slowly navigate that ankle over, cross it over the left knee, open the knee wide. Right hand presses the right thigh away. So just give your right hip the signal that you're coming in. Right ankle over left knee, then right knee out to the side, and just press the thigh away from you. Breathe into your right hip. You can stay here if this is plenty, or soften, draw the legs in. The right hand goes through that opening, go for the thigh or the knee, good. If you want more, you can use your right elbow into your right thigh, maybe flex your right foot if you have any tension in your knee. And just drawing the legs in. Send your breath into your right hip. Start to soften, extend that left leg back to the block, uncross the leg. Slide your arms overhead, never any rush, spread your fingers wide, reach. And when you're ready, tuck the chin, roll up, reach for your block, bring your hands with you. Tuck your chin a lot. And exhale, roll right back down. The arms go with you. Soften. Draw the left knee in when you're ready. Clasp behind the thigh or around the knee. Squeezing. A big crunch in the left side, massaging the left side of your internal organs. And then tuck the chin, roll up, forehead towards the knee. Squeeze up more than usual. Get super compact. Exhale right back down and just point and flex a few times. Circling and reversing. Good. Extend the leg, interlace the hands behind the thigh, so like you're pressing the thigh in the hands and the hands are pulling on the thigh. Point and flex your foot. And just sliding the hands down slightly so the arms are straight. You get a little shoulder stretch as well. Pumping the ankle, pumping the calf, and circling in one direction. Beautiful time to send that complex system of your foot and ankle a lot of gratitude and love. Reversing direction. And then just squeeze the toes and spread them wide. And then flex your foot. Start to walk your hands up the back of the leg. Bend the knee deeply. Hold on somewhere. I like the right hand to be outside of the left foot. That deep knee bend. So see what it looks like. The knee is coming straight into the chest, not out to the side. Yep, straight in. Good. See if you can keep the foot somewhat parallel. It's really isolating the hamstring. No tension behind the knee or the hip. Big crunch on the left side, massaging the internal organs. Good for digestion and elimination. Maybe the left arm out to the side, maybe the left arm alongside your ear above your head on the floor. And so here too, one side might feel very different than the other. And as we move through our practice, just notice. One side might need a little more TLC and attention. When you're ready, the left hand slides up. Go for the ankle, maybe the outer edge of the foot. Let the knee come way outside the rib cage. Flex out so there's a right angle at the ankle, at the knee. Maybe a little tip so the knee rests on the floor or not. Big space for your belly to breathe. Send your breath deep into the left hip, the groin, the low back. Right out to the side for balance. Feel ready, navigate that ankle across the right knee. The left knee opens wide, gently press the left thigh away. Give your left hip the signal that you're coming in. And then soften, pick up the legs, shoot the left hand through, go for the back of the thigh or around the knee. Maybe the left elbow to the inside of the left thigh. Any tension in the knee, flex your left foot. And none of these poses have to be static. Maybe you want to barely rock side to side. You are in charge of exploring the pose. Find the stretch and send your breath right into that sensation. Soften, release the right leg back to the block, uncross the left. Slide your arms overhead, you know where we're gonna go. Reach the fingertips, and when you're ready, tuck the chin, roll up. Reach for your block. So we're turning on the abdominals here, pressing the low back flat, warming up the core. One more breath. And release, just let your arms come down. The knees come into the chest, big hug. Rock side to side, massaging the low back, the sacrum. And then coming back to the center. So if you have the opportunity to take your block off to the side, just push your block away. Off to the side is good, and I'm gonna come around and make sure it's not blocking you.
Thank you.
There, you're welcome. So just scooting your block away, very good. Knees into the chest. And here, the hands come to the outside of the thighs. Extend your legs straight up so your hands are there for support. And point and flex, alternately point and flex just a few times. Really can't do that enough. This is classically Viparita Karani. Legs up the wall, but we've got ourselves an invisible wall. Just circle it out in one direction and the other. Good. Extend your hands, your arms straight up, reach for your feet. Good. So here we're just bringing the palms together, flex your feet, and just feel your hips, your shoulders evenly grounded. We're going to open the legs and arms at the same time, and then close them at the same time. So it's like a book. Make it even on the inner thighs and the arms. We're going to do this 10 times, so that was 2. You can go at your own pace. The slower you go, the harder you work. So just make it smooth and fluid. And that means not too slow and not too fast. But just feel how even you can synchronize your arms and your legs. Very simple movement, but getting grounded through the hips and shoulders, the back of the head. Draw the belly in to stabilize. Opening and closing like a book. And the next time you come up to the top or you get to your number 10, good. We're gonna make fists eventually when you get there, good, and open the hands wide, squeeze and clench, open wide, holding on and letting go, squeezing and holding, opening and letting go. So notice that you're just choosing to hold on and choosing to let go. Make it simple, moving on and beyond things that no longer serve. Choosing to let go. And last time. Good. Very slowly, the hands to the thighs, flex the feet, open your thighs, open the legs like the book. Good. Flex out the heel, flex out the toes. Good. Tuck the chin, roll up, look through your legs. Wide angle V. Exhale back down. Draw the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana on the back. Reach for the ankles, not to torque the feet. Good. Same thing. Draw the ankles in, the elbows there to gently press. You might even tuck your chin slightly, feel that length of your spine gets from that. And then tuck the chin, roll up, look through your legs, press the elbows into the thighs. We're holding on at the ankle, perfect setup for happy baby. Lay back and bring your feet parallel to the sky. Maybe go for the outer edges of your feet, or the ankle, or even the thigh, and rock side to side. Just like a happy baby. Breathing into the hip, the groin, the low back. And then back through the center. Soften the feet in, bring the knees in, and slide your hands to the top of your knees. The arms are straight. So the knees are bent, the feet are together. Good. Arms are straight, cupping the top of your knees with your palms. Good. We're going to guide and circle the knees above the sacrum. So just circle your knees around and go for that outer bony edge, that sensation in your low back, the sacrum. Just massaging there. Make it smooth and fluid and reverse direction. Slowly or quickly, whatever feels right to you. The next time the knees come upright, just lower one foot and then the other. Extend the arms straight out to the sides. We're going to go for a simple twist. Let's cross the right knee over the left. Good. Pick up the hips and shift them to the right. And then navigate the knees to the left. Make sure to wriggle the shoulders so that they both stay down. And eventually, if it's available, gently turn your head and gaze out your right fingertips, a very, very gentle, soft gaze. And you might even close your eyes. Here we're going to scan the body. Start with the feet, the ankles, your intertwined thighs, the hips, your belly, your breath. Start softening everywhere. Your hands, your arms, your chest, your throat, the skin on your face. So drop down into this effortlessness. Spinal twist. Here we're stimulating microcirculation all around the spine. Stimulating fresh blood and lymph to all of the organs. Lubricating all of the joints. And good for digestion and elimination. Always return your head back to center first when you come out of a twist and just start to unwind, however you unwind. The feet come flat, realign the hips, the shoulders. Come back to that starting place and the left knee crosses over. Shift your hips to the left and lower the legs to the right. Nice and easy, one side might be very different. Wriggle the shoulders so that they're both on the mat. And start to turn your gaze out your left fingertips. Take inventory. Sometimes we don't even realize we're holding on until we put our awareness there. Send your breath into the sensation that you feel and soften. Now returning your head back to center first. Unwind however you unwind. Eventually the feet come flat. Realign the hips and shoulders. Extend your arms overhead, interlace your fingers, pointer fingers extended like a steeple. And when you're ready, inhale, tuck the chin, bring your arms with you, point at your knees, rolling up. Feel your low back in contact with the mat. And exhale right back down. 2 more times, nice and slow. Tucking the chin, rolling up. Looking through your legs, reaching through. Exhale, 1 vertebra at a time. And last time. Tuck the chin a lot. Squeeze up. And exhale right back down. We're going to roll over onto the right side. Slowly press up. No rush or hurry. To just make your way to table pose. So just finding your way. If you like a knee pad, that's what that white knee pad, I like one. So if you would like to have that, just coming up to your version of table pose. Yeah, hi. Pivoting the elbows in, elbows right above the wrists, under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, the feet disappearing behind you, and that gentle lift in the belly, so no sagging in the low back. Look straight down, let's move through cat and cow. Slowly tuck the chin and get round. As you exhale, and as you inhale, tip up, look up, over your head. So exhaling and contracting, inhaling and expanding. Here you can move at your own pace. Sometimes you might go slowly, sometimes you might move quickly. But most importantly, just connect your movement with your breath. When we expand, we inhale, and when we contract, we exhale. Warming up your spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Looking for tight spots, looking for areas of tension. Beautiful. And keeping it light in the hips and shoulders, pressing down as you lift up. And then finish your movement completely, whatever phase you're on. And then return back to neutral or table pose. Here we're going to curl the toes under, look forward, so it's a back bend. Sit back and look forward, like you're opening your throat to the wall across from you. You're going to feel the shoulder blades coming together. Same time softening, stretching the toes. And then do soften everything. Let your forehead come to the mat. Walk the hands out. Bringing awareness to your thoughts, forehead to the mat. And then walk your hands together so the elbows are right next to your head. The palms are touching, and when you bend your elbows, bring the prayer above the back of your head. Here we're going to set an intention, a sankalpa, maybe dedicating your practice to someone or something. We can certainly dedicate it to your birthdays, but also maybe simply to stay present with your breath. Setting an intention for your practice, for your weekend. And then keeping the hands together, lower your prayer. You're going to interlace the fingers, press up onto the forearms. That's right. And we're just going to step, you might want to come forward. We're going to step 1 foot back and the other, right into plank. Look straight down, the neck is long. It's okay, good. It's okay if the hips are slightly higher or in line. Manipura chakra right there at the solar plexus, holding you up. You might even rock on the toes slightly forward just to press back and get super rigid through your legs. The neck is soft, the gaze is down. Press through the elbows, good. It's like a shoulder push-up, not to crunch the back of the neck. And then lower the knees all the way. Walk your elbows back, sit that classic child's pose. So bring your forehead to the mat. You can use that little cushion if you need to, however. Classically, child's pose, the wrists are down by the ankles, but you can have your hands, your arms anywhere. And here the knees together, really rounding the spine. And then slide your hands to either side of your chest, slowly round up, roll up into Vajrasana. Slide the hands right to the thighs. Good. So lots of different props. Always make sure you're comfortable. You can always sit on a block, this cushion, no matter how you want to figure it. So just soften and close your eyes here. Do a little transition from down there to up here. We're going to do 3 rounds of lion's breath. And in lion's breath, if you want to open your eyes just slightly, we're going to think of a thing we want to get rid of, maybe move past of. We'll think of it inhaling. If you want to take a look, when we exhale, we're going to roar like a lion. The claws come out, the tongue comes out, the eyes go up and in. Like that. I'm going to really roar too. So hands on the thighs. Think of that thing. Maybe it's a conversation, maybe it's a behavior, maybe it's a situation you want to move beyond, or maybe just letting go of the past as you move into this next decade. Think of that thing. 3 rounds, taking a breath, inhale. Close your eyes, inhale. And one more time. And just soften, close your eyes. Probably a big smile at the corners of your mouth. Lion's breath always makes me feel much lighter, and it makes me happy. So just feel that vibration resonating, self-expression, creativity, the Vishuddha chakra, your truth, that vibration resonating at the base of your throat, stimulated by lion's breath. And then gently let your eyes flutter open. Take time to come onto the hands and knees, and we're just going to step right into it. Bring your right foot forward into a low lunge. Again, if you like to use this. Right foot forward, left foot back. So here, low lunge, the knee can shoot over the toe. Good. Just check it out. Look down, let your body just kind of soften forward, easy in the neck. You want to breathe into that. Good. One hand on either side, the knees in the middle. Yep, bring it in the middle. Good. And if you have to go up higher, very good. I like it high. So you can find that place. Hips dropping, just lean into it. Check in with the hip flexor. Now we're going to place the left hand comfortably. Open the right toes 10 degrees. Right hand on the right thigh. Just look over your right shoulder. Here it's like sinking into it. Yep, like how low can you go? So the back knee is down and the right hand is on the right thigh. I know, this is when this happens, and I'll go into it like with you. And it turns into origami. So just glancing back, bring your eyes into it, just tracking them all the way. Good. And again, sinking into the shoulder, sinking into the hip, the whole side body, stretching the intercostal muscles in between each rib. Good. And then slowly bring it back around. This time the hands go to the inside. So you were right that first time. So step the foot out a little bit wider, give yourself that space. The hands to the inside, and again, just soften, look down. If you want to try the carpal tunnel stretch, you can turn your fingers back, maybe experiment with that. And just breathe into your hips, the low back. And then inhale, lifting up, walk the hands around, bring the foot back to the center. Here we're gonna just extend, I'll stay with you, extend the hips back, lengthen through the front leg. So it's okay if the front knee is bent or straight, either way. Fingertips, blocks, maybe the fists. Classically, the hands turn back. Look straight down and lengthen the right hip back, left hip forward. See if you can drive your big toe to the floor. Yep. And that way you can elongate through the inner leg, the inner thigh. Again, right hip back, left hip forward. The knee can be bent or straight. The neck is long. You can adjust your hands as we shimmy the heel away, flex out, curl the toes back towards your face, your body. Here we want to push the big toe slightly further. So not to sickle the ankle, but rather the big toe extends slightly further than the baby toe. And then coming up onto the fingertips, I'm just going to do a little, pick up the left hand, cross it over, and look over your right shoulder. You can really feel the right hip back, left hip forward. This is very subtle, not a big twist. You're so cute. I'm the same way. The whole left and right thing. It's always been a mystery for me. It's arbitrary. I always say like your way or my way. Very good. Bring it back around. Bring that left foot back around. Back to the low lunge. Plant the foot. Come back into it. Second time's always a charm. So the knee can shoot over that toe. Just softening the hips. Here, start to lift up on the fingertips. Start to look across the room. The back knee is still down. Good. Keep drawing the thighs together. Bring the hands to the thigh. Really upright. Belly away from the thigh. Here you can stay right here or even drop the hips slightly, hips dropping, heart lifting. The gaze goes up to the ceiling corner of the room. Keep squeezing the thighs in towards each other for balance. One more breath. Good. Exhale the hands right back down. Curl the back toes. We're going to come up, downward dog. Back toes curling under, straighten the back leg, and then just step back. That right foot meets the left, separate the feet hip width apart, drop one heel in the other, just pedal it out. Stretching the calf and the Achilles. Suction cup your hand into the mat, the knuckles, the palm. It's like pressing the mat away, the weight goes up and back, down into the heels. Adho Mukha Shavasana. It's all about lengthening the spine. Good. One more breath. Draw the heels way up high. And then shift forward into plank. Look straight down. Press the heels back. Get super rigid. We're not going to stay here long. Just one breath. And then inhale the hips right back up. Inhale. Soften the knees. The knees never have to be straight. And now we're going to switch sides. So inhale, look forward. The left foot steps forward. Lift up the heart and the gaze. Look forward. Here's that lunge on the other side. And then soften the knee. Soften the toe and just sink into it. Transition to the other side. Good. Let your head hang heavy. You can just rest on your thigh. Opening the right hip flexor. Good. And then we'll place the right hand comfortably. Start to turn to the left. Left hand on the left thigh, look over the left shoulder. Again, how low can you sink into this pose? The hips just dropping to the earth. Collapsing in the shoulder. Really feel this in the waist and the side body and the hip. Tracking your eye all the way to the left. Slowly bring it back around, lifting up, just so you can bring both hands to the inside. Open that foot wide, give yourself a lot of space, and then just drop the hips. You can keep your hands like this. You can get on a block. You can turn the hands back, maybe, like I said, up on the knuckles. So find what works for you. Good. Carpal tunnel stretch, hip opening, hip flexor opening. And then inhale, lifting the hips, turn the hands back. Step the left hand over so that you can slide that foot out. Left hip goes back this time, right hip. Drive the big toe to the earth. And again, the knee can be as bent as you want it to be or not. So just find that place. Find the hand position. Fingertips, knuckles, the palm, maybe the blocks. And lengthen the neck so you're gazing right down at your ankle, your big toe, maybe the shin. And keep lengthening the left hip back, squaring the right hip forward. Start to shimmy the heel away and curl the toes back, coming to a flexed foot. Big toe presses slightly further than the baby toe. Maintain but soften, pick up the hands to the fingertips and just step that right hand over. Step your left hand around, little baby twist to the left, turn and track your gaze to the left. Left hip back, right hip forward. And then soften, transition, step the hand over. Place the foot, that one last sinking into that low lunge. You can stay here or start to navigate to the fingertips, spiral the thighs in for balance. Maybe the hands come to the thighs. So curling the tailbone under a lot, maybe sitting down as you lift the heart, gently gazing to the ceiling corner of the room. So it's a back bend from the big toe up and out the crown of your head. And then release, hands to the floor, curl the back toes under, step back downward dog. You might even street your little knee pad away and just pedal it out. Drop one heel and then the other. Start to walk your feet to the hands towards the feet. Hip width apart. Bend the knees, hang out briefly in Uttanasana. Crown down, tailbone up, good. Stay there, keep breathing. So my chest is just resting on the thighs, the knees are bent, feet slightly pigeon-toed. Listen closely. Just the arms, your palms face the back wall. Just the arms sweep up. Reach up for the sky, spread your fingers wide. Crown down, tailbone up, beautiful. It's like pulling the shoulder blades away from your ears. And if you want to, it's just an option to interlace the fingers. Maybe squeeze the heel of the hand together. Standing yoga mudra. The heart above the head. That 8-pound head putting your spine in traction, lengthening. And again, listen closely, soften the arms, release the hands to the top of the thighs. And round up, roll up slowly, let your head hang heavy, like super slow. Keep the gaze down, not to get dizzy. And as the head comes up last, roll the shoulders up, back, and down just a few times, good. And then let your gaze come up. Let's open the palms and just stand in Tadasana. The ears over the shoulders, over the hips, over the ankles. And then slowly draw your hands together in front of your heart, thumbs gently pressing right there at the heart center. Feel that pulse of prana moving through your body. And just transitioning from down there to up here. Nice and slow, we're gonna inhale, press your prayer straight up. Ardha Chandrasana 1. Interlace the fingers, pointers extended, accelerate, spinal lift. When you're ready, exhale, lean to the right, the hips shift to the left, press down through the inside of the left foot. Less is always more. Inhale back through the center, we're gonna do it twice. And exhale, lean, you know where you're gonna go. So it's as if you're in between two planes of glass. Inhale back through the center. Make any adjustments before we go to the other side again. Inhale, lift up, exhale, lean to the right. It's almost like left shoulder is slightly back, right shoulder forward. Really isolating side body, arms right alongside your ears. Inhale, reach up and just flow with your breath. This time the right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. Pressing down to the inside of the right foot. Inhale, reach up. Nice and slow, look forward like that beautiful swan dive. And I love bent knees, so just bend the knees, lay it down. One vertebra at a time, crown down, tailbone up, good. Back in the forward fold, just dangle your head, yes. And no. And yes again. Your breathing will be more shallow, just keep it steady and smooth. Just halfway, place the fingertips. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. We're gonna sweep up. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. If you get dizzy, don't look up, look forward. Otherwise, accelerate up and then bring it straight down to the center line. Just one more time, half sun salute. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, swan dive, flat back brings you down. Draw the belly in. Crown down, tailbone up. Just halfway, inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Maybe even a baby back bend up there. Tipping up, draw your arms alongside your ears. And exhale. Bring it straight down to that center line. Utkatasana, powerful chair pose. So you might step your feet slightly closer. We're gonna sweep into it. So when you're ready, inhale, sweep up, sit right back into your chair. Torso at a 45-degree angle, good. The weight is back over the heels, so if you look down, you can see your toes just above your knees. Eventually elongate the neck, looking forward, slightly down. Belly in, supporting the low back. Powerful chair pose. One more breath. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, the hands together. Namaste. Pause. Do it again. So if you need to make any preliminary adjustments. Otherwise, inhale, sweep up. Sit back in your chair. If you want to make it easier, stand higher. If you want to work harder, sit lower. Perfect time for a big faker smile. It always works. We get through it. Using these largest muscles, the glutes, the thighs, building heat, building energy. One more breath. Inhale, reach up. Pause at the top, just pause. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace. The elbows go way back like you're resting your head in a pillow. Feel the broadness of your chest, your underarm. Breathing. We're coming into miracle bend. So just keep breathing your heart up. Soften the knees slightly, the tailbone drops by itself, and it's like a front body extension from the pubic bone through the sternum, the throat, up and out the crown of the head. And the more you relax, you just like lay back. Maybe not even very much. Maybe you even come out of it a little bit. Just keep resting back. And the slinky goes up before it goes over. This is an upper back bend. We're all shivering, we're all quaking. Miracle bend, one more breath. Very slowly level the chin. Soften the elbows towards each other, not to pull or press, just soften, look down, counter pose. Inhale to come up. Good, just drop it out. I love this hokey pokey, so we're just gonna shake it one. And you can think of like just shaking out a lot of old habitual holding patterns. Just let it all drain out. Shake out the opposite arm. Just letting go of all these old belief systems or whatever you might be ready to move on beyond. Coming up, right hands to the waist, hokey pokey one leg. Just really wobble it out. Feels so good to shake that fat. And the other leg, get your own balance. And let's do that pony stretch. Front of the foot, the toes, ooh la la. If this isn't available, maybe back here, but just find that place where you can stretch the front of your foot, your toes. Switch sides whenever you're ready. Especially if you've been hiking. Have you gone on a hike yet? Good. And it's a perfect setup for our eagle. So, you all are there. I'll go with you though, because that can get really confusing. I like a real simple eagle. If you want to do any big wraparound full version, that's great. So we'll start with the concept of chair. So just come into Dasana. Inhale the arms up. The right arm swings under the left, so interlace the arms, the hands as best you can. And then come into that squat. So it's like a modified chair. And right here we're basically in eagle pose. Pull the belly in greatly towards your spine. Start gazing through the wrists. We're just going to pick up the right heel, that's it, like nice and slow. Place the right foot on top of the left foot. Squeeze the thighs towards each other for balance. Certainly if you want to cross your knee over your knee or even wrap the leg. I just love this phase one lately. So squatting in that supporting leg, draw the belly in, gazing through the wrists. And balance changes every day. Good, coming up and out of it when you're ready, release. Arms go up, left arm under right. And just squat right into that starting pose. And again, this might be as far as you go. Get steady. First phase is just lifting the heel. Give your weight to that right leg, one foot on top of the other, maybe the knees. Gazing through, the wrists disappear. Whenever you're ready, inhale to come up and out, just standing up and out of it when you're ready. Arms sweep up. Let's go for that big hug. Reach the right arm over the left. Go for the shoulder blades. Drop the chin. And inhale, open, cross the opposite arm. How divine is this? The windows are still open. That's exciting. And then release, side swings, nice big line stance, and just let your arms be like wet noodles. Like flippy flapping against you. Look back at a fixed point every time, just like swinging the arms like a little kid. Like your upper body is a ride, and the ride is you. Softening after concentrating and balancing. And then bring it back. Nice wide stance for a squat. You might hang out in a high squat. I'm constantly babying my knee. Or just slide it down.
Hands to for any variation up that you like to squat. Maybe you have your elbows behind your knee, just coming down to some version of a squat. Maybe your hands together as you have it in Namaste. Maybe a releve where you come up onto the balls of the feet. So just go through any variation of squat pose. I love them all. Eventually just softening, and even coming all the way to the floor to sit. And we'll extend the legs out in Dandasana. Press the palms, press the feet. You might even press so much, stretching the fascia. Stretching the back of the leg stretches the fascia, stimulates lymphatic flow. So here, a transitional posture between seated poses. Let's bend the right knee, taking a hold with the elbow just to lift and sit up. And then switch, have the left elbow hook around. Inhale the right arm straight out, and then straight up. That opens the chest, the shoulder. Perfect, bring it around, place it, and start tracking your gaze. So powerhouse, flex out your left foot. Left foot is super flexed, that's your anchor. Press through the heel. Here the right hip is back, the left hip is forward. Feel that sequential twist, the belly, the rib cage, the chest, the shoulder, the neck, the gaze, the crown of the head. Twists affect all of the chakras. And you can journey in by inhaling and like sitting up a little taller, and exhale, maybe twisting a little bit more, or maybe you're backing off. Very slowly begin to unwind. Good. We're going to open the knee. You might want to wriggle to make sure this knee is on the mat. Stable, it doesn't matter which way your body is. The knee's on the mat, stabilize the foot, place the right hand, inhale, sweep up, lay back. Just a big expressive stretch. Good, beautiful. Good, just up for a moment. Underarm and hip. You can feel that opening, concentration of lymph glands. Exhale, sweep down. All right, Dandasana, flex out, the palms press down. And then we'll bend the left knee. Hook around to sit up, lift up. So we put it together systematically. Right elbow hooks. Left arm comes halfway. Inhale, lift up, maybe even look up and around. Open the chest, the shoulder, place the hand. And as you press out the right heel, flex the right foot, the left hip goes back, and the twist begins. Moving it around. Each time you inhale, lift up, sit up, and each time you exhale, journey in a little bit at a time, tracking your eyes all the way to the corner. Your breathing will be more shallow, just keep it steady and smooth. And slowly unwind all the way around. Soften that knee to the floor, stabilize the right foot, place the left hand flat, inhale, sweep up, lay back a little or a lot, and exhale, sweep down, right back around. Good. Bend the knees a lot, the toes are upright, super modified Paschimottanasana. So here we're going to inhale, reach up, and extend out as if someone was handing you a gift. Sweep to the floor or your feet, drop your nose in between your knees, and close your eyes. We're almost there. So just dropping the face, the more you tuck your chin, the more you'll feel this entire back body opener.
flexing the feet and tucking the chin. Now, once you settle into that, a few breaths, you might wriggle your sit bones back a little bit or shimmy your heels slightly forward, but do keep that big bend in the knees, the chest resting on the thighs, the nose dropping in between the knees. Start softening everywhere. Notice, tolerate, observe, allow. Whatever is, is. More slowly than usual, slide the hands back. And as you press down, slowly roll up, the legs straighten. Keep the toes upright as your head rolls up last. Right back to Dandasana, press down through the hands, flex out the feet, staff pose. And just savor all that length in your spine that you just created. Here you might wriggle slightly forward because we're gonna lay back. So make sure you've got that space. And however you like to use your arms, we're just going to tuck the tailbone, start getting round and lay back. Just take your time, slowly or quickly, all the way, the shoulders, the back of the head, the arms open wide, the palms facing up. Yes, deep sigh. Dropping way back. Let your eyes drop way back into your eye sockets. The tongue neither touching the roof of your mouth or your teeth. Feel free to even extend out further the legs from the hips, the arms from the shoulders. You might tuck the tailbone under and shrug the shoulders under. The skin on your face melting out and down. Maha Shavasana, final relaxation pose. Return home to your breath. And all you have to do is meditate on the sensations that you feel. The time when your mind and body assimilate everything you've just done to yourself. Taking in a deeper breath, begin to draw yourself back, gently wiggling your toes and your fingers, giving your body the signal for movement. And keeping your eyes closed, just sliding your arms overhead, one final stretch from your toes to your fingertips. And release. And when you feel ready, take time to roll over onto your right side, using your arm as a pillow, your top hand on the floor for support in front of you, and just resting Buddha, with your eyes still closed, not to rush or hurry this feeling, but rather continue to savor the way that you feel. And on your next breath, slowly begin to press up. Let your head hang heavy. With your eyes closed, just feel your way back upright to your favorite seated posture. And whenever you get there, use your breath to sit up effortlessly tall. One hand on each knee, start to straighten the arms and fill out the shape of a pyramid. Pyramid power, that conduit of energy that you are. Everything on the floor connecting you, the earth, drawing energy up from the earth into your body. Your spine floating up, the crown of your head floating up, connecting you with cosmic consciousness and beyond. And your heart right in the middle. Start to bathe yourself in a gentle smile and give yourself thanks for devoting this time to your practice, to yourself, to each other. And then releasing your hands, bringing your prayer together in front of your heart, palms touching, thumbs gently pressing there, right in the center of your chest, your heart chakra. And the light within me bows to the light within you. And I thank you for your practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
If you would like to come into the full body mudra, the hands sweep behind, Om mudra in the right hand, and the pointer and thumb circling the right wrist, and just bowing forward. Let the head hang heavy, a little or a lot. So the left thumb and pointer finger circling the right wrist, right hand has Om mudra. It's a full body seal, a full body mudra to seal into your practice. And when you decide to come up more slowly than usual, let the back of your head bring you up. And just releasing the hands when you get there, and let your eyes flutter open. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Very nice. That was really nice.
I hope that it hit all the spots coming through, a little bit at least.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for including us on your
adventure.
adventure.
Lovely.
It really
was
was.
really lovely.
It was perfect.
You're very
Good.
talented.
Oh, thank you. Well, great yogis. We're all practicing together, so thank you.
That's right.
I should have asked beforehand, but you practice yoga. We talked about it on the phone.
I haven't practiced since before the pandemic because the yoga studio down the street from me closed during the pandemic. So
Right.
I need to get back into it.
And that's why this whole gentle, I love that you responded to that. That's why I've just been doing gentle restorative yin, because that's where all like just, right? Like what happened? Easing back in.
We all need to heal, don't we? A lot happened.
We noticed because we've been practicing for years together. It's just amazing that break, our strength, our flexibility, But practice, we bring it back. That's the beautiful thing. Body responds.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like we're on the Starship Enterprise. I'm Captain Kirk.
I'll take it. I know, I love it. I love whatever, and I do like go for outer space. I like to, right? We all need that. Drop away and get into that meditative mode and really de-stress.
Yeah.
We just
I'm feeling an urge to do Kimmel real quick.
That's what this whole trip is about for us, is just to kind of de-stress.
Right, right. So many people come through Sedona, for different services and things, and that's the aim of the one thing, is people are just looking to, move beyond all of that, de-stress, and, re-tap into what we already know in ourselves, our peace and quiet and our calm. But let's face it, stronger with a group, it's much, I love, meditating and being with others. It's just a different vibe. And it's more effortless to me, when I'm with others, you just follow along.
It is. I'll tell you. I mean, I'd be curious, if I know what your podcasts are and that kind of thing, because that would be nice to have at home. But there's a difference between doing it on a video and being in a class in person.
Totally. You've got your solo, you've got that Zoom thing.
we've got, the real thing.
And I just like it in person class so much more.
Oh, heck
It's just
yeah.
Such a better.
Heck yeah.
It is, and yeah, and you're right about meditating with a group, you just quiet easier. Everybody's quieted, so you're quieted. And
Yeah, the collective is so influential, right? I mean, on all these different levels, but certainly for meditation, that we ride each other's energy. I just love that. So, well, it was fun to practice together. I'm so excited.
Thank you so much. That was
No,
lovely.
you're welcome. It's kind of an afterthought. I have to say, it's a minor little release just to cover my program. Would you guys mind signing my little liability?
Of course.
It's after the
Of
fact.
No,
But at least,
absolutely.
you guys are fine, and I create a practice that's, pretty injury-free, but it's just my protocol.
No
Different people.
problem.
I would appreciate that.
Of course, no worries.
That's beautiful.
Bye, Paul. Thanks for
See
coming.
you later, huh?
I'll see you then.
Yeah, we do anything more this week? or-
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think Wednesday's gonna happen, but I'll be in touch.
yeah, let me know.
Okay. It's right over here, ladies. We turn this off.
Nice to meet you, ladies.
Nice to meet you.